Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my privilege to introduce you to a modern country music and bluegrass legend. Born to a coal miner and nurse in a small little town in eastern Kentucky, his bluegrass and Appalachian roots run deep. It was in that same small town that he learned to sing by participating in his church choir, and we have all been so fortunate to watch him capture the hearts of country music enthusiasts in this nation and across the globe. He began to play the guitar and write his own songs at just 13 years old. It is at this time he began to develop his own style and direction for his music. Drawing in the elements of his Appalachian heritage, he found the perfect way to intertwine bluegrass into his music. Taking inspiration from the forefathers of the genre, some describe him as the Ralph Stanley and Merle Haggard of our generation. Though you may know him best by his popular songs Lady May and Feathered Indians, he began his professional career in a small band. It was after leaving that band that his solo career started in 2011 with his self-released album, Bottles and Bibles. It wasn't until he was connected with Sturgill Simpson that we received his second album in 2017, Purgatory. This album shocked the country music scene and sent ripples out so far you can still see the effects today. Some people describe his songs on the album as vivid and evocative, while many others just felt represented by the authentic lyrics about rural American life. His second album, Live on Red Barn Radio 1 and 2, though less popular, can still go toe-to-toe with the rest of his music for its storytelling alone. Reminiscent of Jason Isbell's work, this album contains some of his best lyricism and delivery to date. His third solo album, Country Squire, that was released in August of 2019, was also a smashing success. This album featured some of his most popular songs like House Fire and All Yourn. This song was so well loved, it went on to earn him a Grammy nomination for Best Country Solo Performance. Continuing to ride the wave of success from his previous album, he released his fourth studio album, Long Violent History, in September of 2020. And ladies and gentlemen, this album is truly in a category of its own. Released at the height of the pandemic and stirring racial justice movement in America, he was able to connect his experiences as a white man from a rural community to the fights of racial justice in this nation. Then, after a 2-year break from releasing music, he released his fifth album, Can I Take My Hounds to Heaven? This is a triple album with each song having a Hallelujah version, a Joyful Noise version, and a Jubilee version. This album quickly made a rise up the charts and became his highest charting album, with his songs reaching number 8 on the Billboard charts Top 200. And ladies and gentlemen, this album is what brings us together tonight. From the first time you hear his music to the moment you decide to make listening to him a regular part of your routine, you can feel the sincerity and authenticity in his voice. His lyrics are so rich and deeply spiritual, they beckon you to listen again and again and again. They transport you to the very places he is singing about, whether it be a coal mine, jail cell, or spiritual walk. And oh, ladies and gentlemen, but it's not just his lyrics you see. It's the way he plays the guitar and banjo that brings you right back to those moments you were sitting in the pew at church. Without a doubt, he effortlessly blends bluegrass, country, and folk into a new sound, a sound that is completely his own. Whether it's a slow ballad or upbeat gospel or thought-provoking anthem, his music continues to transcend genres and define itself with an undeniable charm. But perhaps what defines him most flawlessly is his ability to connect with his audience. On stage and up close, he is a sincere gentleman with a captivating story and infectious spirit. His talent and dedication have left an indelible mark on country music in the hearts of every listener. Taking us all on a journey to Appalachia and back, we have been blessed by his music throughout the years. Without further ado, it's my honor to present to you this icon, this troubadour. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you this year's male vocalist, Tyler Childers.